After the bitter defeat of the encounter with Lord Venomfang the dragon, hope was born anew as Udrath and Brumbar found new allies in their search for Gundren Rockseeker. Joris the rogue, Hurakan the imposing dragonborn cleric, and Zashir the monk joined your quest. Returning to Phandalin, you recovered from your recent adventures and rearmed. Why is this music so quiet? Right. Whilst there, you met with Darren Edomath, the retired adventurer. In return for helping him discern what was behind the reported strange sightings at Old Owl Well, Edomath revealed where you could find Cragmore Castle. With renewed hope for the fate of your friend and mentor Gundren Rockseeker, you set out to rescue the dwarf. After searching for several days, you found Cragmore Castle hidden deep within the eaves of Neverwinter Wood. Joris used his skills to locate a hidden entrance to the back of the keep. Sneaking inside, you made quick work of the little defences that you encountered, finally rescuing Gundren from King Groll of the Cragmore tribe and slaying the Dark Elf ambassador he was talking to. Happy and relieved to have finally found Gundren, you headed out to safety. Gundren offered you a huge reward as thanks for rescuing him and for your future help in reclaiming the Lost Mine of Phandelver in the Forge of Spells. Before setting out to recover the ancient treasures of the mine, you returned to Cragmore Castle to clear out the remaining goblins. An epic battle ensued as you alerted all of the resident goblins and hobgoblins to your presence, but finally your grit and determination plus a little luck won the day. And so you find yourselves almost ready to begin the final stage of your quest.
It was supposed to be a 2-day trip. Quest. This is a major inconvenience.
Hey, we died once.
I was supposed to be in Ibiza.
Okay, you're tired and aching after the strenuous battle against the hordes of goblins in the castle, but you were victorious.
No, I've moved the draft. That's where we're checking this door, Neil. Anybody want to check for traps first?
Well, have I cleared this room that I'm in?
Joris, come on, show your worth. Get in here, check. Can't walk through walls, mate.
Okay, Chris.
I'll check the traps on the.
Okay, make a perception roll, please.
Skills, perception.
Did you pick the right skill with this character?
Yeah, this time I did, yeah. But I still didn't get a very good roll.
Excellent work.
Okay, you can't see any traps on the doorway.
Right, I'll boot it open.
Okay, you kick the doorway open.
Sounds like a packet of crisps. Haribo.
This small room is littered with debris. The arrow slit opposite the door offers a fine field of fire over the terrace in front of the castle gates.
Go have a look.
Go in.
Yeah, go and have a look.
Okay, you search the room, there's very little there. You find a pair of bone dice, some spare arrows with the black fletching of the Cragmore tribe. They're quite crudely made. And there's a few scrawls on the wall in Goblish where the goblins have been drawing rude pictures on the walls.
Nice.
I'll take the bone dice. I know, I've already got some dice actually.
Move further, where am I?
Okay, so
I killed them all.
Mark, you step out onto the main terrace, the main entrance to the castle.
Okay.
It's early morning, you see, as you come outside, the sun peeking over the edges of the trees that surround the hill on which the castle is.
Right. More doors to check. Come on, have you checked these for traps yet?
So let's go. Let's try this one up here for traps.
Which one are you testing? The one on the left of you, Chris?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Make a perception, please.
This one's not been adventuring much. check the traps, you open the door, you check the traps, you open the door. You're getting the swing of it, lad.
It is quite usually.
This small room is littered with debris. The arrow slit opposite the door offers a fine field of fire over the terrace in front of the castle gates. It's a room very much like the last one you checked.
Identical. Search for dice. Yeah.
No, there's no dice.
Doors that they use all the time. And they all ran through this door, so I'm just going to walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill them all.
Old casks of
Money here?
Old casks of salted meat and sacks of rotting grain fill the storage area. Amongst the supplies you see a bloody suit of chainmail, a heavy crossbow, and an unsheathed longsword with its emblem of Neverwinter worked into the hilt.
Ooh. Shiny.
I've been watching
I'll check the chainmail out now.
The chainmail is quite nice quality. Again, it bears the symbol of the city of Neverwinter, and it also bears another symbol marked on the inside, which I'll show you in a second.
Oh. I'll stick that in my rucksack.
It has that symbol on it. You can make an insight roll, difficulty check 10, if you want to recognise that symbol.
any of us.
Anyone who's seen it.
Oh, I specialise in insight, so that's good.
Yeah, you recognise that as the symbol of the Lord's Alliance.
We'll see that from the tab.
Cool.
Should we try the other door?
You're going to word armor, Rich?
Yeah, well, I'm chainmails, yeah.
Are you opening the door or checking it for
Oh
traps?
no, I'll check just in case.
Okay, you can't find any traps.
Open the door.
Apart from that plate, but
4 plain straw pallets and bedrolls are lined up on the floor of this barracks. Bracketed on the walls hold a number of weapon spears, swords, morning stars and more. The north wall shows signs of damage, but the floor is swept clean of rubble. It's eerily silent.
anybody want a longsword?
Any arrows? No, that's not something.
You can use them two-handed.
How much do swords go for? Morning stars.
It's worse than a lockpick.
What's the AC on the chainmail now?
As far as you can tell, it's standard chain. I can look it up in a sec if you want.
Don't even know what I'm wearing.
Alright, shall I check the this door? Charge.
Udrath's in the kind. Okay, you push past Udrath to the door.
Sorry, bro. Excuse me, old fellow.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty sure this trap free.
Let's go in. Let's have a look.
Master
Okay,
trap.
you open the door. This chamber occupies the northern tower of the castle. A stone altar stands in the middle of the room, covered with a blood-stained black cloth. Golden ritual implements, a chalice, a knife, and a censer are carefully arranged on top of the altar. 2 archways to the south are covered with heavy curtains. As you open the door, there's a scream. And can you make a perception roll, please, Chris?
Yeah.
15.
What evil is
Actually,
this?
it's your passive perception, which for Chris is 12. So they get a stealth roll.
Surprised they didn't attack me when I was standing at that door.
This is what happened to me last time.
Okay, you're surprised as javelins come jabbing at your chest as the door swings open.
What surprised me? That means I need to go.
Oops, what am I doing?
They all get a free hit on you, Chris.
Hands down.
Yeah, 2 of them do get a free hit on him.
Just matter of fact.
Reroll.
Okay.
What can I not do? Can I not dash? Might use my.
No, you can't. No, you didn't perceive them as you opened the door. I'm afraid they've surprised you. Okay. The first one screams in your face and jabs its spear at you, but you just jerk backwards, the tip of the spear just inches from your chest. The second one does likewise.
A dildo in Amsterdam.
This time, as you jerk back, you jerk into the spear that's coming at you from the right-hand side. You didn't notice it's there, and you feel that the point of the spear bite into your rib cage.
Playing a female character again, Chris.
No.
It cuts deeply into you. Right, if everyone would care to roll initiative, please.
Where's my initiative?
Awesome.
Oh, 3.
Where's the initiative, Neil?
On the front page of your character sheet.
Page. So front and centre.
That's it.
Okay, so Huracan reacts quickly.
20.
I will cast a spell on Chris. Control. And it will be. What's Divine Favour? I think it's Divine. No, that gives him extra damage. I will cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay.
There we go. Has it worked?
Excellent.
That's actually a bonus action.
It has,
So I can still do something. And I will also cast. Fuck it, I'll also cast Divine Favour on him as well.
What's the first one do? Protect me through.
It gives you an extra 2 armor class, and the other one gives you an extra 1d4 damage.
Right, brilliant.
That just basically.
Okay. Is that it,
I think
Rich?
you buffed yourself.
Yeah.
I think you buffed yourself that last one. Yeah, Rich.
I've still got him
Okay.
targeted.
Oh yeah, no.
The goblin at the back
The damage one's got to.
pulls out a bow, strings a crude arrow fletched with black feathers, and unleashes it at Joris.
Oh, hang on, I can only do that on self. Sorry. Yeah, cancel that, mate. Neil.
Yeah?
I need to
Sorry.
cancel that effect.
Which one?
The Divine Favour, I can only do that on self, so I'm going to cast
Damage
Bless.
D4 radiant.
Okay.
I'll cast Bless instead.
Okay.
It should get several people, actually, that. I think I can pick several people.
Hold on.
Graph. So she.
Bless up to 3 creatures of your choice.
Oh, do I have to target them all
Yeah.
first?
Yeah. Have you already done it on Joris?
Yeah.
That's it, 3.
There we go.
Okay. Joris had it twice. I'll take him off.
And I'll cross off 2 first levels.
Okay. And are you doing anything else? I don't think there is anything you can do, is there?
No, that's my go. I couldn't get to them really. Anyway, I could
Right.
run round, I suppose, but.
We'll see that. Is that just material? Is it?
Okay, so you notice the goblin at the back, who is now shooting an arrow at Joris, is wearing dirty tapeted red robes. He screams something about Maglubiet as his arrow flies from the bow and catches you straight in the chest, right above your heart.
It's gonna be a
Just walk through the door.
short game.
You stagger backwards into Udrath slightly.
Early on.
Zashir!
Okay. I see these goblins pounding on Joris. I will charge in.
Where to?
Leave a bit of room.
Yep. Okay.
All round on goblin number 2.
Yep.
Holding my quarterstaff, both my hands.
Targets, please.
That's it. Why is that gone to default as well?
Because you blast it out.
Okay. Zashir, do you roll the damage, please? Zashir suddenly rushes past Udrath, leaping with unnatural alacrity over the top of Joris, rolling across the floor, skidding to a halt and whizzing round with his quarterstaff, cracking the goblin on the skull, and it slumps to the ground.
It always looks good.
It's all flash, no substance with these monks. Okay, anything else there, Zashir?
No, I'll save
Get it
mine.
dying.
Actually, no, I'll save my bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, is it gone? Or is it just on the floor?
Goblin 1 screams at you and pokes its javelin at you again. Joris. But this time you're not surprised by their attacks and easily step to the side. And can counter-attack if you wish.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea.
Oh, James, you had a terrible initiative roll.
Yeah. It's still Saturday to him.
I just dragged the sneak attack in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Double team.
Is it the dragon, not a dragon?
No. You haven't done it yet, have you? You have to click the magnifying glass next to sneak attack.
Yep.
And then
there we go.
drag the effect.
Press the effects button.
Yeah.
Just into mind it.
Yeah.
And the combat dragon.
Yeah. There you go.
Brilliant. Rapier.
Going into Evercrest heal over. Just stand
Yes.
backing.
Let's have some damage.
No, that was good.
Okay, now no longer surprised, his wits quickly gathered. Joris stabs forwards with his rapier with lightning speed, driving it through the chest of the goblin, almost pinning it to the ground behind it.
I say.
Anything else, Joris? Are you going to move or do something else?
Yeah, I'm going to move over here, out of the way.
Can you...
And
Okay.
get my bow out for next time.
Okay. Udrath, it's the hour of the dwarves.
Stinking goblins!
Don't forget you've got inspiration if you you rolled a 1.
Automatically miss.
Hold on, you're not how are you where are you you're moving now,
Got
eh?
to charge him first, mate.
Okay.
We targeted it.
Yeah. He did.
Doesn't inspiration give him another go?
No, it adds he can roll advantage on a d20 roll if he wants. Anything else you're doing, Udrath?
No, shit, that was useless.
Brumbar, the hero of the hour.
Is that right? There's a back entrance. How far can I run? 20?
25 as a dwarf, and then you can dash another 25 if you want.
Go up to the door and I'll get out my crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, get out the axe.
Okay.
It's all posturing.
Exactly, yeah, unless you get really bad.
I was ready.
It's the dwarven wizard charging in with his axe again. Any other action there, Brumbar?
I'm just gonna listen at the door.
Okay, the door's open. You can hear the sounds of battle coming from the north through the curtains.
Okay, so there's nobody in the bit that I'm near.
No.
No, we've been
You moved 25 so far.
Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Okay. Initiatives, please.
One.
Yeah. I didn't do great.
The goblin throws its bow to the ground and pulls out a wickedly curved scimitar, which has knocks in the blade that look wickedly sharp as it swings it at Joris, who seems to have become the tank. Oh, sorry, Udrath. Would have missed anyway.
That's cool. It's not a problem.
It would have missed anyway. But Udrath just laughs as the scimitar bounces off his armour.
Clang.
Okay, Joris.
Puny goblins.
Right. I'll fire me bow.
Okay, you can have a sneak attack,
Said,
seeing as it's fighting Udrath.
Have you got snow? No.
Yes.
Okay, you shoot the arrow, but it's hard to get an aim as it's fighting and weaving around Udrath on the other side of the altar. Okay, Zashir.
I don't know why I bother.
That's pretty bad.
Just running down and breathe fire all over them, and then they'd have all died.
Spin round the
Job
altar,
done well. Do you
using momentum,
Yep.
throwing it into my attack.
Mm-hmm.
Pain missing. Double one.
Double one, that's good.
You get a +1d4 to your 2 hit.
I'm blessed.
Yeah, it's black.
Ah,
Yeah, 'cause
nice.
which
Okay, any other action? Okay, so Zashir races across the floor, throws one hand onto the floor and uses his legs to walk around the curve of the wall as he comes into range, stands back up, swings his staff and smashes it into the stone wall inches from the head of the goblin.
I'm using a key point.
Okay, what's that do?
I'm going to make
go again.
2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Oh, nice. Flurry of blows, here it goes.
Miss.
That's gonna be
Hit.
Yeah.
Right.
As the staff hits into the wall, he drops it in one motion without pausing. His fists continue to move. One swoops past the head of the goblin, the other clatters into its chest, punching it against the wall.
Cling,
Right.
clong.
I've hit him with a flurry of blows, so
Right.
I'm going to make him, under my open-handed technique,
Mm-hmm.
he's got to make a dex saving throw or will be knocked prone.
Okay. Dex saving throw against what?
So your base.
What have I got to get on the save?
That's in a key save, 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. So wisdom modifier is 4, proficiency bonus is 2, 14.
14. Okay, here we go. Dex, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take the first one because I did it twice. He makes it. He staggers, looks as though he sways slightly, as though he's going to fall to the ground, then shakes his head and the light comes back into his eyes. He starts muttering about Maglubiet again. Udrath, who can hear his mutterings, realises he's offering a prayer to the god of goblins. Brumbar.
I can speak. Oh no, that was my last character.
Knowledge slash eminent. So a target with, is it control?
Yeah.
That's it. No, you're targeting Joris at the moment.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't shoot bow.
Yeah, now untarget
Click on
Joris.
again.
Okay, there you go. You're not close enough to hit it with a battle axe.
No, you're not. You need your crossbow. Oh, look, you do a spell.
I could from 25.
Yeah, but you've run 10 feet away, so you're still 10 feet away for some reason. You didn't run.
I know, it's because I stopped by the wrong guy.
Right, so you just continue.
Well, 25 is to there. Because you were at the door last time. So you still can't use your axe, I'm afraid. Your little short ass. Couldn't reach.
Can you blast him with lightning or something?
Just too late, mate.
Yeah, spells.
So what are you doing?
It's not a wizard.
Nailed it with a level 2 magic missile.
What are you doing, Jim? Sorry.
Just got my accent.
Okay, so you finished the round then, yeah?
He's determined to...
Will Udrath have the final word of the Battle of Cragmore Castle?
Okay, so I'll hold my finger up.
Mhm.
1 second, and I'll look across at Brumbar. Are you feeling all right, brother? what you doing up
Okay,
here?
combat round is 6 seconds.
I'm gonna slap
Okay.
but I miss.
Okay, you look across at Bumbar,
What you doing up
swinging your axe without looking at the goblin who is dancing around, flecks of spittle coming out of its mouth as it looks at you hungrily. Huracan.
Don't do him. I'll move to the side of the mark. Can I hit him from there?
Yes, you can. Okay, the goblin's eyes widen in terror as he sees the huge hulking form of the dragonborn shoulder his way through the doorway and stride forwards.
Too close for the flames, surely.
You're also attacking Zashir for some reason.
Oh man.
Now you're only attacking Zashir.
How?
Rich, you're targeting Zashir. It says in the now you're targeting Zashir again.
We got the combat tracker in.
Oh yeah, but when you did the
There
roll,
you go.
when you did the roll on the left hand side, it said.
Right, I'll roll that again. Just roll.
Yeah, just roll to.
Hey, you
Hit.
did roll your attack at him.
There you go.
19.
You've hit it.
Look at that.
He already had his attack on him.
No, he had
Oh,
two.
attack at him.
No, he
And
hit.
then he
Yeah,
also
but he
attacked
missed.
Zahir at the same time.
Okay, the dragonborn strides in with a huge maul, puts 1 foot on top of the altar, and this huge stone head of the maul comes crashing down and crushes the goblin into silence.
Hey, I suppose you think that's impressive. Where were you the rest of the fight? Even me brothers dragged his ass up here. Way before you. Where were you? Joining a party late.
To be fair, he did cast some good spells.
I was buffing, Greek buffing. Buffing.
Right,
The Battle of Cragmore Castle has finally come to an end.
And we've not found the dwarf, so there's got to be a secret. I'm going to make some bacon and eggs. You lot can have it.
let's have a search around the room there then.
Neil, I'll rip off that altar cloth.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me give you the XP for that fight.
Gold this.
Okay, so on the altar, on the blood-stained black cloth which completely covers it, the sides of the altar are engraved with images of strange gods. On the altar is a chalice, a knife and a censer, all made out of gold.
Well, should we take these bags, sell them, and split the proceeds?
They're covered in the blood of sacrifices if you want to soil your hands with them.
Of course, it's gold. What's wrong with that? It'll wash off. Right, I'll stick all 3 in my bag, and when we get back, we'll sell them and divvy it up.
Okay.
Huracan,
Is there anything else in the room?
do you not think it'd be a good idea to smash this unholy altar?
Well, when I failed, crushed.
Thanks, man.
Its sight affronts my eyes.
Udrath starts reading his pans.
Reddening, I was going to say, is
Read it.
a cook could read his.
There you go, Chris.
Oh, mate, thanks.
Readying.
Appreciate that, dude.
Of course, yeah.
In there,
Charged.
hold on.
Can I get my my arrows back?
You can get half of them back.
right, 2 then.
So you can get one back.
Chris,
It's a high, narrow hall, and it looks as if it might once have been part of a chapel or a shrine. Angelic figures are sculpted along the room's upper reaches, looking down onto the floor below. To the north, heavy curtains block a matching pair of archways. Between the archways is a cracked but ornately carved stone brazier.
Tell how old it is.
Yeah, can you make a religion check?
Where?
Who wants in on this bacon and eggs?
I'll take some bacon and eggs.
Now, can we have a short rest?
Yeah, you can,
I'm a religion specialist.
if everyone agrees.
Yeah, definitely.
That was the whole.
Okay, yeah. You can tell that the chapel is certainly as old as the castle, probably several hundred years, and you can tell that from the pictures of the gods and the statues along the wall, that it originally reverenced Ogma, the god of knowledge, Mistra, the goddess of magic, Lathander, the god of dawn, and Timora, the goddess of luck. The statues and the original paintings have been defaced with crude gobblish sigils and runes.
Let's pull down the curtains. See if that gives a better view of the room.
You know that whatever happens, this is a major defeat for the Cragmore tribe, and it's certainly going to make the area and the roads around the Tribor Trail, the trade routes, much safer for quite some time.
Have you found Gundren yet?
Yeah, you found Gundren last session, and you took him back to Phandelver.
Yeah, we came back.
It was a long time ago.
Dwarf's got Alzheimer's.
It's a matter of hours ago.
Which is bad when they live for like 300 years.
Hopefully no more people will be waylaid like that poor
Can
owner of the chainmail we found.
There's no
Bless his soul.
there's no kind of hidden compartments in the room. Can we do a search for that?
You can make a perception roll. No, you don't find anything. Again, the altar is decorated with pictures and carvings of the gods and goddesses that were on the statues in the room Brumbar's in, but again, they've been defaced by the goblins. But it was obviously part of the original castle before the goblins moved in.
Just wondering if maybe this was where the mine was. I guess not.
No, if you remember, Gundren can take you to the mine.
Oh, Gundren doesn't know where the mine is.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry about that.
And if you remember, he's offered to give you 10% of the mine's wealth once it's up and running, in aid for clearing it out and recovering the forge. And maybe even for finding his 2 brothers who are still missing.
That's just stairs, isn't it?
That, yeah, that's a small side entrance to the castle. It looks quite disused. You have to move a few barrels and things away from the door before you can open it. On the south side of the old castle, an overgrown path leads to a passage that climbs up to the wall. A large iron door stands here, sheltered from direct outside attack. Arrow slits 10 feet above the ground overlook the path.
What kind of provisions were in the boxes in the next room?
In the storeroom,
Human provisions, or was it?
I'll tell you in a second. Okay, there were casks of salted meat, but one quick sniff tells you that then it's not fit for human consumption, or even half-elf consumption, or whatever you happen to be.
No,
The barrels contain various... Mark, can you make a perception check, please? Where's Brumbar?
He's cooking.
Oh, he's gone to get a beer, has he?
No.
Okay, you break open a few of the casks. How many are you going to break open? All of them. Okay, all of them are full of a rotten liquid, apart from one. And as soon as you crack it, a sweet, honey-like smell assails your nostrils.
This be mead. Well, chaps, looks like we have little tipple.
It's a small cask. Contains the equivalent of 20 glasses of dwarven brandy.
Master Dwarf, you tell me.
It's just one of those small sort of barrels that you can hold under your arm.
Okay.
Let's just drink it all now. Just have a rest.
It's the barrel now.
Other than that, there was the chainmail and longsword. Sorry, Mark, what was that?
How big's the barrel?
Oh, it's maybe 20 inches long with a diameter of about 8 inches. It's one of those little barrels you can hold under your arm. Plus, it's dwarven sized. It's a dwarven barrel. It has dwarven runes stamped on it.
Right, I'll look after this if you don't need it.
I don't have a treasure parcel for that, Mark, so just make a note on your inventory.
For your sterling word.
Right, are we resting before we go on to the next bit?
Yeah, definitely.
Short rest should be enough.
Okay.
What does that give us back? Spells?
Rolls out the power.
No, it doesn't give you all your spell points back, I don't think.
Well, that's much use as a chance for it.
It should give you about half, that shouldn't it?
Well, there's the short rest. So,
Yeah, got that. Cool. Nice.
yeah, you got them back. Oh, no, you didn't get your spell slots back, Rich. Sorry. You need a long rest to do that. But, I mean, unless you're staying here, you're going to have to go back to Phandelver to pick up Gundren so he can show you where Cragmore Castle is. No, not Cragmore Castle, sorry. The Lost Mine.
Oh, rushed on the way then.
You'd like to think that.
Okay, you gather your belongings, tired but satisfied with the feeling of a job well done. The goblins of Cragmore Castle have been defeated. As I said, the roads in the area are going to be much safer for merchants for some time. And you set out back to Phandelver. Can you all cross off 2 rations, please?
What's the go with the chainmail then?
The chainmail, as I said, has the sigil of Neverwinter on the outside, and on the inside has a small badge showing it belongs to the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah, I want to know what armor class it is.
Oh, it's just regular chainmail. Hold on. Equipment, armour.
It's the D&D guide.
Is it better? Is it
Chain
better than
shirt,
Warcraft?
base arm class is 13.
Is it the higher the better?
Higher the better, yeah.
Are you out of food?
Always better when you're higher.
You're out of food, are you?
Yeah, I've got some now, I think.
You can share
Yeah,
mine.
chain's
Oh,
better,
just
but
say-
chain class is as heavy, so you lose your any dex bonus.
As long as you promise to cast spells next time.
Rumbar, do you need food? Are you out of food?
Yes.
Alright, how many do you need? Just 1 or 2?
Yeah, just one I've got.
Alright, I'll take it.
So I'm out of food. I've got one missing.
So yeah, you get so it would give you 2 extra armor class, but you would lose at least 1 from losing your dex bonus. Would you lose both? Let me just check.
How far back to Phandelver then?
Yeah, you would. It would give you the same armor class overall, Rich,
No,
because you lose your dex bonus.
1 hex equals 5 miles. Not wearing that chain.
no, you can't.
Full day. Cool. I'll put it on.
It's too big for a dwarf.
Yeah, you can trim it down and tie a belt around it. Okay, so yeah, you've all crossed off your rations, have you?
Yep.
Okay, you make your way back into
No.
Phandelver.
It was 2, wasn't it?
2 rations, yeah.
Alright, cheers.
So we can close the Crackmore Castle back.
Yeah. You just get some more rations while we're in town as well.
It is now. Hold on, I've got to scroll through this. It's about midday when you enter the town.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna. Is there any like builders merchants or any labour guilds?
There's a screw fix just down there.
yeah, I mean, there's the provision shop which sells basic provisions for the town for building materials and so on. There's, as far as you're aware, there's no actual sort of builders guild, but this is it's a frontier town. These people will be building their own houses for a while.
Master GM.
Mhm.
Right, okay, I'm going to make a note and put it up in the towns.
Okay.
4 labourers wanted. And
Okay.
then I'm going to head to Barthen's Provisions.
Uh,
You mean right?
right, Zashir, you had a question.
Yes. Is there a temple?
No, there's the Shrine of Luck in the middle of the town, in the market square.
Yeah. Is there any recognised? I'll go to the shrine, see if it's a recognised priest or.
Is that no? It's the half-elf woman, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sister Garael is there tending the shrine again, putting some fresh flowers out, collecting some coins from the pots that the villagers have donated.
Good day to you, madam.
Ah, hello, sir. You're back. What can I do for you?
You're going to do that forever. I can hear myself. Yeah, me too. We have returned from.
We returned from the keep that was held by the goblins. There was a shrine there to the gods.
It was defied.
In the most unholy of ways. But it is now safe to reconsecrate your gods if you wish.
Oh, thank you for this news. What a most blessed day, my friend. Tell me, did you face much opposition?
Goblins.
You've done us a great service.
I do not wish for anything. Just do what you will. Thank you. I'll back off now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right, that's it.
What did
Don't do that anymore.
what did that sound like?
You gotta record it.
It sounded like I was being groomed. Long way around.
That's perfect description.
Neil, what's the inn called, mate, in the town?
The inn, Stonehill Inn.
Right, can I wash off the blood from these?
I want to wash my ears out.
Was it that bad?
Sacrificial, no, it was good. It was really good. Yeah, it was scary.
Okay,
I'm gonna
thanks,
clean
Eddie.
up the golden scepter and knife and stuff, and I'll take it to the trading post and see what they'll give us.
To the provisions.
Where's the best place to sell gold? Would it be
Um,
the provision shop?
The provisions or the costas, maybe. Maybe the miners' exchange.
It's a strange name.
I'll put a note up like that outside the miners' exchange.
Okay,
as
mate.
well, Neil. And then I'm going to head to the provisions place.
I'll go to the Costas then. See what
Neil, would
Okay.
I know what type of building materials we'd need to start rebuilding the... What's the name of the place?
It's tools mainly. You can use the old stones that are already there to start laying the flags for the groundwork. You'd need to sort of
Okay,
smash
so I'll
down
buy
the
some
ruined
wheelbarrows,
walls.
Some spades, hoes, picks.
Okay. All right. Well, Barthen comes out to see you.
Ah, Master Udrath! It's good to see you again.
Hey, good to see you too, Barthen. I need some stuff.
Of course, anything for the heroes of Phandelver. What can I get for you?
So I'm looking at 4 wheelbarrows, right? Some cement, some spades, some hoes, some picks. When I say I mean 4 of each.
Well, I'm sure we have some of that in stock. Let me check. Do you have a list?
Yeah, I'll pass on the list.
Okay.
I'll write a list out quickly.
Some sauce.
Well, come back tomorrow.
Alright, thanks.
Okay.
Can I?
I'm just going to deal with Chris because he was saying before what he wanted to do. So, Chris,
Okay, that's fair enough.
where were you going, Chris?
Let's go to the Costas. Let's go to the Costas and see if they think of these gold items.
Okay. Okay, Lenine Greywind is in there. Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I've come by these items by various dead goblins, and I was wondering if you could Tell me what you think of them.
Let me have a look. Let's see what we have here. Well, it certainly seems to be good quality gold.
Be gentle with them.
Let me have a look. Yes, I could certainly give you, let's see, 200 gold.
200 gold. Maybe about 250.
Make a persuasion roll.
That's pretty good. Persuasion, -2. I want fucking 250.
I'm sorry, sir. 200 is my final offer.
Okay, well, I guess that'll be good.
Okay. There you go.
Right, well, 215.
Who took the map, by the way, of who took the map of the Wave Echo Cave, Gundren's map you found?
Well, was it before the new influx?
It's not in my inventory.
It's not in anyone's inventory. I want to know who's got it.
I don't remember who picked it up.
Just left. I don't actually know how to.
It's a map showing you how to get there. That you found in the throne room where King Broll was.
I must have. Oh, was that what?
So I'm going to give it to Brumbar then.
What?
I'm going to give it to Brumbar. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll never see it again.
There you go.
Alright, well, I'll meet up with the guys. Gentlemen. So that's the mystic goblin killing implements. 43 gold pieces each. Here we go.
Alright, thanks.
Right. So.
Neil,
Yeah.
We're in the
It's mid-afternoon now.
give three.
Stone Hill Inn.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to try and give three gold to the people.
To the lady there.
Yeah, it's the sister. We probably should have asked her about it.
Thank you very much, sir. Most generous. May the gods smile on you today.
I'm gonna go back and just keep giving them.
You just like the voice, don't you? Me and Dave gonna have a good time later.
My ears.
Okay, you head into the Stonehill Tavern. Toblin is behind the bar.
Dublin, how you doing?
Ah, my friends, you return from your adventures once more.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's right.
My good man.
Present to Larry Grayson.
Beers all round.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, no charge for you, fine gentlemen. Even your rather large and scary friend over there.
He's alright. He's a bit late to the party, but he's alright.
After a moment, Dave, as you sit down and the drinks are served to you, Zashir feels a tap on his shoulder. Standing behind him is Sister Garel from the shrine.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment to speak in private?
Certainly.
This is what.
I'll get up and walk with her to the back of the bar.
It's like fucking Sesame Street, isn't it?
Okay, Dave, would you like to meet me in the back room, please?
Thank you, sir. Sir, one of my skills is to be able to read people, and I sense that you have a good heart. I work for an organisation, and we're always on the lookout for people of your ilk, good people who want to make the world a better place. I was wondering if you might be interested in joining us.
As my master and my teacher always said, every day, make the world better any way you can.
He sounds like a very wise person. I represent a faction called the Harpers. I don't know if you've heard of us.
Afraid I have not, dear lady. Perhaps you could tell me more.
We're an old organisation. We've risen, been shattered and risen again many times over the centuries. But our longevity and resilience are largely due to our decentralised, grassroots and secretive nature. We're not like the Lord's Alliance or the Order of the Gauntlet. We're more like spies, but we have a common aim, to bring equality, to fight injustice. One can never have too much information, and too much power leads to corruption. No one should be powerless.
Indeed. That is my thoughts exactly.
Well, sir, I have it in my ability to offer you the first rank in our organisation. If you wish to join. There will be responsibilities if you do, however. You will be set goals to gather information throughout the realms, discern the political dynamics within each region and report back. Act openly only as a last resort, but wherever you can, thwart tyrants and any leader, government or group that grows too powerful. Aid the weak, the poor and the oppressed.
I just look up to the sky and I just close my eyes.
Okay. She passes you a small pin. Keep this hidden. Do not show it openly. But if you see this symbol, you will know that you're in the presence of one of our members. I'll just show you the picture.
As long as it does not lead me
There you go.
to betray the tenets of my monastery, I will do all I can to help.
If your monastery is as good as your heart, sir, I do not see any conflict of interest. Okay. I need to look. I'm going to have to look up the name of the rank. So I apologise for that. Oh, sorry. I'm still
talking like Celeste. There we go. That's getting confusing. Okay. So anyway, you're now a member of the Harpers. You can have a rank. You can call yourself. I'll tell you what it is in a few minutes. But let's head back to the tavern.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, Sister Garel leaves the tavern and Zashir wanders back over.
Does she look?
Well, the monk and the church lady, I never would have thought it.
It is not like that.
Right, well, why don't you tell us what it's like?
I just smile enigmatically.
So it was.
Yeah, this was
So it was like that then.
It's supposed to be a crew.
Good lad. Slap him on the back of the
We
shoulder.
don't keep secrets. Come on out of that.
Is there anywhere in this town to buy more food?
I imagine the same place you bought the other
Far
food from.
position.
Yeah, from the
North of
provisions.
the town. I'll take you there in the morning.
Very good. Very good.
I got to head up there anyway.
Well, we all
Where
do.
did I find that before the ranks?
Got some business to take care of. Got a mansion to build so I can load it over these fuckers.
I'm going to rest, Neil. I need to get some rest.
Okay, mate.
Well, there's only you and
Gets a bit feisty when he's drunk.
there's only you and Jim from the original party that kind of claimed that mansion.
Well,
It's me and Jim. It's
Yeah.
Brumball Castle. It's
Yeah, exactly.
Brumbar Castle.
It's like Brumdraff Castle.
Yeah, it's Brumball owns it. He lets me stay there. Embarrassing.
Oh dear.
Can I?
Yeah.
Is more administrative nature, so I don't want to break the flow if we're about to do something.
No, I'm just trying to find something in the rule book, so go for it, mate.
Okay, so I was going to take the chainmail, try and take off those symbols. You know,
Yeah.
like the badges and stuff.
Mhm.
Go to the shopkeeper guy that deals with all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And ask if I can trade in this very nice chainmail for a price 75 gold pieces. But I'd like to exchange it for some barter scale mail. only worth 50 gold pieces, and if you can throw some rations in as well.
Okay, you take her the chainmail. Where are you, by the way? Where did you go?
Costa.
That's never went to chainmail, mate. You want
Okay, just hold on 1 second, please.
Just get it adjusted.
Yeah, but I can't wear
I know you can't wear it because you're a wizard.
Right, so you want to sell the chainmail and buy what with it?
Sell the chainmail, buy scale mail, which I can wear.
Yeah.
And then just see, because there's a 25 gold piece price difference, see if you'll throw in some rations for the difference.
There's not a 25 gold piece price difference. They're both 50 gold.
Oh, on mine, chainmail's...
Oh, it's heavy chain. Sorry, you're right. Yes, you're right. Okay, yes, you can do that. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I think it was her.
Yes, of course, sir, I can do that.
Just out of interest, can I wield a shield with my battle axe?
if you've got
Just 1 sec.
I've opened the calendar markers near us.
Okay, mate.
armor, light armor, medium armor, shields.
Where is the armor?
Go on proficiency.
1 day of rations is 5 silver. So you could buy 2. You could buy 20. You can have 20 rations as well, Jim.
Cool, I'll do that.
So yeah, add those to your inventory, please.
Yeah, I'll have 10 of them for handing it.
Alright, hold on. Just hold on. We need to sort your armor class and stuff out. So what are you currently equipping in terms of armor?
I'm going to put on the scale.
Have you got anything else? What are you using now? Okay, yeah. Okay. Have you equipped your scale? I can drop it in your inventory. Hold on. So scale melt goes to there. Equipped. Let me just check it's added it to your armor class properly. Base armor class. Yes, it has. Okay, yeah. That's all sorted. Right, next question.
Can I use a shield?
Yeah.
Shield with a battle axe.
Depends if your battle axe is a two-handed weapon or not.
Can't tell.
Don't think they are.
No, it's not by the look of it. Let me just double check.
Battle axes can be two-handed. You get a big shield.
Yeah, you can. You have to buy the shield.
Yeah, I've got gold.
Brumbar going through a midlife crisis.
Okay.
Jim, I've got a spare shield you can have.
Any weapon with a versatile property can be used two-handed, and you get extra damage.
So, are you? Do you want your shield? Do you want a shield then, Jim?
Yeah.
It's 10 gold pieces for a shield.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna do.
Can you cross those off then, please?
Yeah, I can't actually access my character sheet at the moment. You get a green spinny thing.
Okay, I'll do it then. I'll adjust your gold. Let me just check your.
Near my armor.
Hold on.
Like an angry wizard.
Yeah, look at that. 18 armor class now, Jim.
No way.
Neil, I thought I had studded leather. I'm not sure I have. Maybe that was on my old guy.
No, I think it was on your old guy. You bought it.
My armor's light armor.
Yeah, it's leather armor you've got at the moment.
Alright, alright, so can I go and buy some studded armor then? Studded leather.
Game.
Gimp mask.
Yeah, it comes with a little ball.
Yeah, you can do that. It will cost you 45 gold pieces.
Yep, I'll do that.
You'll find it.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't so far. And if I find it, then I'll just sell it. But I'd rather.
Okay.
Not
Equipping your studded leather. Hold on. So you've currently got armor class 14.
There's nothing wrong with arming yourself against the minions of evil.
I'm going to save up for a water.
Yeah, that's it.
You're not drinking.
That's what your armor class from 14 to 15. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So did you?
Just took me by one.
Did you? You've crossed the gold off, have you?
I haven't. I'll do it now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay, it's now late afternoon.
Can I sell the other leather?
Remember,
Don't need it.
remember.
Do
You
like the new
can.
outfit?
I'll tell you in a
look
minute.
Like a million gold pieces. That'll hammer up your proud of you. So, isn't it you're around?
I spent that.
So yeah, you can get 5 gold pieces back, Chris, if you want to add those.
How much are rations?
Rations, you get 2 rations per 2 days worth per gold piece. They're 5 silver each.
I'd like to buy some as well.
Okay, so you can give yourself rations. For every 2 rations, it's 1 gold piece.
Right, okay. I'll buy 10 rations. Oh, shit.
Oh, thank you for your custom, gentlemen. This has been a most rewarding day.
How many silver are they?
They're 5 silver each, and there's 10 silver in the gold.
Yeah, 5 silver each. Lovely. I see you can't go above 10.
Okay, whilst the rest of you are still in the tavern, Gundren comes over to join you. I'm still amazed.
Brother, take a seat and a stein.
Thank you, thank you. I'm still so grateful. I'm excited to get our hands back on the Forge of Spells, but I'm still worried about my brothers. He's talking about your cousins, Brumbar.
Cousins. Do we think they've made it to the mine?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to them.
Where were they last seen?
They went out to the mine a week or more ago.
Well, there's no time like the present pleasant. Let's get to the, what is it where
Pheasant.
Wave Echo Cave.
Undra starts to get up and starts to ready his axe and stumbles over it.
Okay. It's just turning dark outside.
We need a lantern too.
Well, maybe we need a rest beforehand. Why don't we leave in the morning?
I've just spent the last 3 hours bolstering my gut. I'm ready for a fight. Let's go.
Is everyone rested up in terms of their spells and stuff?
I'm going to give you a long rest now as you spend the evening in the tavern drinking and preparing yourself for
Set off at first light.
the remaining things. So, long rest. There we go.
Sleep on the table.
Let's not be silly.
About midnight.
Okay.
Beard getting soaked in beer.
There's some meditating in the corner.
The sun rises on a new dawn. Gundren's excited to see you off. He keeps, like a mother hen, pestering around Brumbar and Udrath. Have you got the map? Have you got the map?
Yes.
Have you got all your
No need to
weapons?
speak so loud. There's no need to speak so loud, brother.
I'm sorry. I'm excited and worried and. If you wish, I will come with you to the entrance to the cave.
You need to wait. You know. I've got some bacon and eggs. I'm cooking about 2 hours time.
Okay, you set off and leave Phandelver, and as you leave, you see that a small crowd has gathered to see you off. Words obviously got out that you're going to reclaim the lost mine and the treasures and bring prosperity back to the town. And they start cheering, "Good luck, good luck for Phandelver."
Hey, that's right.
Okay, you leave Phandelver. The weather is a nice, brisk spring morning, a blue sky, the sun climbing into it as you travel north out of the town. As you Shortly after you're out of sight of the town, Gundren gestures to you to move off the road and head east, along the edge of the Sword Mountains.
You've been this way before, brother?
Yes, many times. It was pure luck we found the cave. We were looking for it, but it was so difficult to find.
What's the journey like? Were you likely to encounter any issues along the way?
I hope not. Now you've defeated the Cragmores.
Still, we should set up guards overnight.
So halfway through the journey, you stop in the lee of the foothills of the Sword Mountains, and Udrath cooks his special bacon and eggs, getting ready for whatever battles may lay ahead. And then it's late afternoon when Gundren starts to lead you down a long creek into the Stone Mountains.
It was
Right,
there
hold on.
all the time. Right behind.
It's got to be down here, isn't it? It's always somewhere dramatic. Have you noticed in the middle of a valley? Or it's never just in the middle of a farmer's field.
Right, just bear with me, guys. I've just got to do a bit of paperwork here for a second.
Well, adventure.
Oh, why has it done that? Okay. Alright, this is quite a big map I'm going to share. You may want to zoom in on the highlighted area, the relevant area.
Love a new map, come on.
Okay, I'm nearly ready. Okay.
The Mere of Dead Men. I mean,
He leads you down the end of this long, twisting and winding ravine that cuts deep and cuts back on itself several times. Then he climbs up a short ledge leading to another ravine hidden behind some boulders. And leading up is a cave. We're here, gentlemen.
jolly good.
Right.
Gundren, what are we likely to encounter here?
Well,
Darkness.
we only made it into the entrance cave, my brothers and I, but we knew immediately what we'd found. But who knows? This place was devastated in a battle between mages and gnomes and dwarves and men against the orcs. Who knows what's left, what treasures lie within?
What inhabits these caves and creeks?
Just bats when we went in, to the area we went to, but as I said, we didn't go far.
What drove you off?
We came back to town for supplies. We needed supplies from Neverwinter. That's why we came to hire you to bring the wagon to Phandelver.
You were not observed by anything there.
Not that we know of, but as we know, the Black Spider has been watching our movements. I hope he doesn't get here and reach the forge before we do.
So it is a race.
Come on, lads, let's go ahead.
Oh, let's proceed
That
with all
map hasn't
caution.
come through to me now.
No,
I haven't shared it yet, that's right.
that's why.
Okay, so the cave entrance is dark. Zashia can't see inside. And neither can Joris.
Very quickly.
Neither can I.
Yeah,
Drugs.
it's too
Are
dark.
you full human, are you?
Mm.
Yeah, you and me, bro. Let's go scout sound shots. Fuck you.
I've got a lantern.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll do my dark vision 60 feet away.
It's not infravision, so the lantern won't affect your dark vision.
Ah.
It's a hooded lantern, so we can
Okay, you spark up the flint.
cover it quickly.
Oh, wait out here and look after the horses. It's late afternoon.
Okay. Thank you. Where's the cave? Is it like at the base of a hill?
Yeah, it's as I said, you went up this ravine, this narrow ravine between steep sides that cut back in and on of itself, and then Gundren climbed over some boulders, and there was another ravine, a hidden one on the other side, and he led you to the end of that ravine, climbing up the hills, and then there's a cave on one side. Okay.
Yes. Joris, your skills will be very valuable here, spotting for traps.
Okay. Did that sheet?
Wires. Deadfalls.
Okay, you should have a map coming through. The cave tunnel that leads up and away is around 10 feet high. It seems like a natural cave rather than carved out. The floors are of smooth natural stone, but there is no light whatsoever other than that from Joris's lantern. However, there is a strange noise coming from deep within the cave system. A loud booming noise, like the sound of a huge wave breaking, can be heard in the far distance.
Sorry, yeah, I've got 10 torches in a tinder box, and you've got a lantern.
I've got a lantern with oil and stuff. So
How much oil have you got? Shit, that's oil. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, you're a one-man oil. Do you want to split the oil amongst do you want to split the oil amongst the party? So you don't need to set things on fire.
Do you want to give me two oils?
When you quartermasters will stop fannying around, can we get on with this?
Give the lantern bearer some oil. That would be a very good idea.
Okay.
Come on, Dragon Man.
So what, you give me two
Okay,
oils?
so Mark wonders, and what's your dark vision range, Mark? Is it 60?
60.
I'll stay close to Joris.
Shield wall.
Coming, Grandpa.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm all about the two-handed boys.
This is all about dwarves down here.
It's all about damage.
It's all about the booty.
Okay. The entrance tunnel leads into a large cavern supported by a natural pillar of rock and containing 3 huge stalagmites. In the western part of the cave, behind the column of the rock, you can see 3 bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supply sacks of flour, bags of salt and the like, along with some provisions. Amid the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf miner, dead for at least a week.
That means the supplies on. Are the supplies? Oh, should we wander over to the supplies? And check
In the
them out?
northeastern section,
Is that one of your cousins?
in the northeast section of the cavern, there's a collapsed area you can't see into unless you go up to the edge.
I want to go to the bedrolls and check those supplies. See if they're
Okay,
able-
yeah. Okay, I'll move you over where that you are there. Yeah, there's supplies of flour, bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels and other gear.
Itching for a fight.
Brumbar, the figure looks vaguely familiar to you.
I'll roll him over.
Okay,
Like,
you move up to him then. Yeah,
Take the lanterns down.
the you roll over the body and you see that it's Tharden, your cousin, and Gundren's brother. He's been killed by a blade of some kind.
Do you need a moment?
would you like to bury him?
No, I don't like him. I am going to take him out of the cave.
I didn't like him.
Give him to
Okay,
To
you take him back out, and Gundren's obviously upset. And starts sobbing quietly to himself.
Combat he possibly can have it.
Okay. You can wander back in now if you want.
come running in with his axe in a minute.
can I take the lantern and flasks of oil?
Yes, you can. There's 4 flasks of
How
oil.
many? Okay, I've got them. Thank you.
Okay, you look down into the collapse section. The collapse section forms a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit. A sturdy hemp rope is tied off around a nearby stalagmite and dangles down the side of the pit, at the bottom of which is a rough-hewn tunnel heading northwest and to the east.
Yeah, they've obviously uncovered. Something's got uncovered here, haven't they, when they've been mining?
Okay, Udrath, are you using the rope to head down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll steady
Okay.
the rope as he climbs down.
You climb down quite safely. The ropes doesn't seem like it's been there too long. It's not damp like a lot of the rest of the cavern is.
Where are we going? Down here.
Looks like Udrath's having a bit of a scout.
Is that a raised area or is that a depression?
Depression.
Depression.
Okay, Udrath, where's Brumbar going? Anywhere?
Oh, I just went out to take the body.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said you can come back.
Fastest
90!
to man. It's like a marathon for a dwarf.
Okay, you peer through the natural cavern. Though Udrath and Brumbar can walk upright through the tunnel, the rest of you have to duck. But it leads into what looks like carved caverns and tunnels, which are laid with flagstones.
Find that trail and we in the door. Find the tunnel, run on more. Come on, everybody.
Power up the thunder hammer.
I'm thinking that if this is the site of an ancient battle and people have been here before, there will not be many traps.
With you on that one. After you.
I don't know whether we would have to move everywhere and check for traps or not.
If I disappear down a hole, there's a trap.
But if it's a
So
site,
who's going first out of all these arrows?
whoever moved 35.
Udrath.
Yeah, Mark. It's usually Mark, me, then whoever. And the squishies.
I'll go.
With the two.
Well, I'm the
Those not a squishy.
trap
he's a
checker.
killer.
I'm quite
My
scared.
ninja!
Brumbar staying at the top of in the cavern.
Right, gentlemen, where we
I'll
go?
look
We're
at
going to
it.
go up or we're going to go across?
Well, can we not listen and see if first?
You can
Check for.
occasionally you can hear the sounds of dripping water or just silence, but occasionally you hear this great booming noise of rolling waves coming from the distance.
What was on the actual map? Hang on a second.
It's called Echo.
Well, what I'm gonna
Hold
do?
on.
30 footprints.
There's no water here yet, Master Dwarf, so I think we're okay for the time being.
Didn't mean it, lad.
To the left, a dressed stone tunnel leads north into the darkness. Ahead of you, many tunnels intersect at a natural 30-foot high cavern, the walls carved with simple relief showing dwarven gnome miners hard at work. Below them, nearly 24 skeletons in rusted scraps of armour are scattered across the cavern floor. Some are dwarf skeletons, whilst others are orc remains. Half a dozen large brass lanterns stand in niches or on ledges around the cavern, but none are lit.
Come on. I think you should do the scene from Lord of the Rings for giving it.
So, hang on.
They have a cave troll.
Somebody who draws, writes.
I think we should go. Where should we go?
Udrath,
Maybe up first.
buddy.
Traps outside.
What's up?
Why are we here? What are we trying to find again? Was it Gudrun's?
Treasure. We're only here for the treasure.
Is it
You're here to clear out the treasure of the mine so it can be
clear the
reworked
mine,
again,
yes.
and to find the Forge of Spells,
To get some spells.
which in ancient times was used to craft magic armour and weapons.
If there's anybody, they'll probably be there.
Well, we're going to clear the whole thing out. Anyway.
Yes, I think we should go up.
Udrath
Go up
standing
and
there
go
tapping
around.
his foot.
Go
So,
anti-clockwise,
like,
gentlemen.
you've got my attention. I've been stood here 10 seconds. You know
Let's go
said
this
a
way.
word. What did you want me for, son?
Come on, Udrath. Let's go to the top.
Right, well, only I remember. Come back.
What do the walls tell you, Udrath? What do the
I'll read
tunnels?
the walls, Neil. Any information?
You have to go into the cavern to have a look at the
What, that main central?
the main bit.
Can
Yeah.
you cancel it?
Oh, we can do that. We're going to come back to it.
Oh, that's alright, we've got it there. That's it.
Okay.
It'll all interlink anyway.
Yeah. Let's not draw them all at the same time.
Or not.
That's okay. Let's close it off.
Don't get dropped behind, mate. Do not get dropped behind.
What's a little yellow symbol on my character
Okay.
sheet? Old dragon.
Hold on, guys, before you're moving around. Okay, you've entered an area consisting of numerous intersecting passageways. The ceilings here are only 6 feet high, so Huracan is certainly having to double up and shuffle along. One of the passage to your left ends in partially excavated rock face. A rock face. These are obviously the old mining tunnels.
Guy's huge, mate.
How tall is he?
Just over 7 foot.
Oh my god.
Joris.
Yes.
He's got a huge
Keep an eye out for any signs of anybody passing here recently.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'll do a perception test to see.
Okay.
Like I said,
Yeah,
maybe-
DC 15,
traps.
make a check.
Like I said, maybe traps might not be our main priority, but we should.
So what's DC 15?
So make a perception check, you need 15 or higher.
Oh, right. So no.
You can't tell.
No. As soon as we see there's somebody down here, we have to be careful.
Right, gentlemen, should we continue up and across?
Let's go up.
Do we
I'm
not
just
want to
going
check
in
this
this, by
cabin?
the way.
Do we not want to check this cabin down here?
Party splitting up again, this is always good to see.
Rumbar's like when you used to go shopping with your parents when you were about 15. You'd always walk the 20 foot.
Yeah. Like dragging his feet. I don't want to be here. I hate it.
Okay, you see the tunnel to the northeast is a short one leading to a door. The door is 4 feet wide and only 6 feet high. It's obviously made for dwarven kind.
Well, it's a change of scenery.
No. Oh, guys, I've just looked at the map. It's absolutely enormous, isn't it?
It is.
But I know, and I think we're going the wrong way.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Rich, what's your see in the dark like?
60 foot.
Is it infravision or dark vision?
Dark vision.
I think we should
That means you just need dark vision. Means just a tiny amount of light to see perfectly.
Gentlemen,
No dark vision, you can see without light.
No, you can see without light. Everything is in shades of grey. Like there's a mist
Infravision, you
everywhere.
need a tiny
Infravision detects heat. Infravision detects heat. It's UV vision.
Splinter cell.
gentlemen, maybe we should check out the bottom first and then work our way up.
Udrath, you going through the door?
I can't wait to get my
No.
splinter cell code on.
Just in terms of the actual size of the map, the
Yeah, leaving
parameters of the
something
map,
behind us is.
there is nothing. It's all ahead. I hate to use the
Bit of metagaming going on here, Chris.
Yeah, it's all. Let's check it. We're not good, Granny.
Nobody can search as to why there's Joris.
Always go with the way you went, and then you'll find the treasure.
Didn't we just find a huge door?
I'm gonna go here.
Not leaving this shit behind us.
Right, hold on, everybody, stop what you're doing. Then we're moving after this.
Everybody move.
Quick, Brumbar, move again.
and again.
Right. Okay, Mark, you stride into the tall cavern. Which was as I described before. There's several dwarf skeletons and orc remains, nearly 24 of them. They look very old.
When you're going to read the walls.
What do the walls say?
The walls show simple reliefs showing dwarf and gnome miners hard at work. Right, Mark.
Battleground then.
What's your passive perception? Let me just have a look.
So I'm gonna stay
It
I'm gonna
is
stay
10.
with you, Joris, if you-
Hold on, I'm not asking you to. I'm not asking you to make a roll, mate.
Oh, it's magic, you know.
When when I need them. That's my role.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
Stick monsters, baby.
Monsters.
Straight down. What are these? Oh, Jesus.
And they keep coming.
What are they? Are they undead?
No, I'm going to describe them. There's a sudden flapping noise as several creatures swoop down on Udrath as he's inspecting the reliefs on the walls.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. They're like strange bats with huge claws and long protruding snouts, and they chatter as they swoop down towards you on leathery wings.
Sound like cat bats.
Oh, they look like they'll burn well.
It's
Line
like
up, boys.
okay. Mark is surprised by the two nearest to him. Okay, so we're going to start with this one, which swoops in. Where is it? Where's Udrath? There he is. Okay, it swoops down at you and tries to plunge its proboscis into your neck. But it just bounces off the metal of your armour. Another one swoops in from the other side. Does the same thing. And this time you feel it puncture into you. And it's now stuck to you, attached. And you see its proboscis pulsing as it sucks blood out of your neck.
These things are gonna die quick.
Okay, initiatives, please, everybody.
Yeah, Chris, you've got the lantern, so. Oh, sorry. You can't shoot with your bow with a lantern. You can put it on the ground.
I'm just gonna stick it in the ground.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry.
Oh, it's flagstones. I could just, it's uncovered, just put it down.
Yeah. As long as we can't move far away from it, then.
No.
But by the looks of things,
it'll illuminate the area.
We're just waiting for Rich to come back, aren't we, to roll his initiative?
Oh, got my tracker.
How do I? Yeah, no, sorry. Where's the D&D rules so I can try and...
In the library.
Is it items?
Library.
Down the bottom. How do I set my class up?
Library, PHB you're looking for.
I do classes.
Oh, I've got that link to the freaking free download.
That's PHP.
If you just after your class, open your character sheet, and where it says... Ah, no. Hold on, that isn't going to work. Sorry, mate. Yeah, PHB.
That's right.
Chris?
Hello, mate.
Alright, okay, here we go.
The player's handbook for Dungeons and Dragons. You get a free download to the.
I've got it. Yeah,
Adobe.
no, I did download it before, but I don't want to.
It's better than doing it through Fancy Brands.
Another of the Sturges swoops down at Udrath from the ceiling. Critical! Plunges its proboscis into your forearm. It's dangling off your forearm as you swing your weapon around. Udrath's looking a bit shaky now.
Did you need to make a save against that?
Nope. It hit. With a critical. Another swoops down, plunging at Udrath's leg. Udrath, you've got another one dangling off your forearm, sucking blood out.
He's getting sucked off.
But it bounces off the armour of your leg. Right. Which sturge was it that was attached? It was 6, wasn't it? Okay. The one that tried to get your neck earlier is circled round to the other side of your head and plunges its proboscis in next to the other one that's on your neck. You now have 3 of them hanging off you and sucking your blood. I better make a note of which ones here. It's 3, 6, and 1. Yeah, you got 1 in your forearm. It's dangling off you as you're swinging your weapon around, and the other 2 are on the right-hand side of your neck.
50 monster.
Another one swoops in. Tries to attach itself to Udrath.
Attaches itself.
Another critical. This one plunges into your side, worming its way between the cracks on your armour by giant mosquitoes.
Shit. We need Brumbar with his flame.
One swoops down on Chris as he enters the room. Using the same tactic, it tries to feed off you. It hits you, attaching itself to your shoulder. So that's 5 on
You've got to
Boris.
use every spell available. Fuck the axe.
Jesus, it could be a party wipe here.
Party wipe for the sturge.
Okay.
Although we
Joris, you can do something.
Okay, right. Right, I'll put the lantern down and I'll attack Sturge 5.
Third 5, the one that's hanging from your shoulder.
Yeah, I killed that one.
Okay.
I'll be there in a minute, mate. We'll sort you out. Don't worry.
Rich, your breath attack will be perfect on these.
Yeah, certainly. Right, so have I targeted it?
Yeah. You can't use stealth. You can't use your sneak attack. Can't use your sneak attack.
You on your own.
I'll take it off. Hold on.
Why
we
can't
go.
I use the sneak?
Because you haven't got advantage on your roll, and it's not fighting an enemy within 5. It's not being distracted by another enemy.
It's got to be looking the other way, basically, because somebody's twatting it.
It either needs advantage on its roll, or it needs to be next to another enemy. Okay, roll to hit.
1d6.
Roll to hit.
It doesn't say in the rules that it has to be.
Yes, it does. Roll to hit.
It does.
You don't.
Chris, roll to hit. For God's sake, Chris, it does. Roll to hit.
The thing with sneak attack is that its attention has got to be distracted elsewhere.
Okay, you pull you drop your bow and pull your rapier out and start hammering with the pommel of your rapier on this thing on your shoulder, crushing it against yourself as you do. It falls to the ground.
So they aren't strong, but they are a pain.
Got to get through to help or demon.
Sturge 2 swoops down and attacks Jashir out of the darkness, swooping down out of the. Here we go. But you duck under it as it whizzes around your head. Another one swoops in at Chris.
This is such a good idea.
Yeah.
And plunges into your other shoulder.
We should have just kept going north.
Wow, I did say.
So, which one is that? Sturge 7.
Fire damage.
So
They're only squishy.
Sturge 7 swoops down and attacks Udrath. but it can't get a clear shot from his swirling round with all these things dangling off him.
How much damage does my breath attack do again? Let's have a look. Oh, I can
Is it on
take it.
abilities?
2d6 fire.
The final one swoops down at Joris
It's on.
as he's dancing around trying to avoid the Sturge. It attacks and hits, attaching itself to his leg.
He's on 16.
Yeah, so you've got 2 on you now,
He's got 6.
Joris.
He's got 16 hit points, Rich, so 2d6 won't kill, Uddy.
Zashir.
I'll target the thingy number.
Okay, it's flying around trying to dart in with its proboscis.
I'll hold my staff in 2 hands and miss. I'll use...
You drop the lantern on the floor, the light sweeps around the cavern like a strobe painting the battle, and you can see Udrath in the distance surrounded by these things. Huge shadows cast on the walls by their wings. Yeah, I'm having fun, man. Okay. Huracan.
I'll use my bonus action.
Oh, sorry.
I'll use my bonus
It's
action
a sheer still.
Neil,
Yeah.
to make one arm. When you use the attack action with an arm strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike. It's a bonus action.
That's when you're making an unarmed strike, you get an extra.
Or a monk weapon.
Okay.
Staff is a monk weapon.
Okay.
So I'll just do the. Oh, I'll do the unarmed strike. Actions, unarmed strike. Hit.
You drop the staff to the floor, it clatters loudly above the screeches. And you punch it as it flies past your head, and smashing it against the cavern wall. That was Sturge.
They're only squishy, man. I'm not wasting fire on these.
Yeah.
It's alright for you. What about Udrath? Okay, Huracan.
I'm gonna move. Can I move after my attack?
Yes, you can. Sorry. Where are you moving to?
Alright, I'll move there.
How long does it take for your fire to be?
Okay. Huracan strides into the room. Sees Udrath dancing around with 4 of these things dangling from him, blood sucking into their proboscises, his face draining, looking pale.
Burn him. Toast him.
I shall target that one.
Oh, you gotta burn him. You gotta burn him.
Miss. I will use a War Priest bonus attack. For another go. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You swing your mace at one of them, but it's attached to Udrath, and he dances out. As he struggles around, he pulls it out of the way of the maul that smashes into the floor of the cavern.
I could make another bonus attack, but might save it for next round. That's me, I think.
Okay.
You guys.
Sturge 6 is already attached to Udrath's neck, which means it doesn't have to hit. It automatically drains more blood from him.
Shit, that's great.
Yeah, I'm probably dead next.
Oh, hold on, I didn't have you targeted,
No,
Uddy, sorry.
Good.
Let me re-roll it.
Oh, that's fine.
I got 2 on me.
Yeah, one of them's gonna die.
There you go.
Oh, I could have used an ability to hit that. I didn't.
Brumbar! Can Brumbar save the day?
Got any area of effect? Oh, 25. That's not good. Even if it takes Uddy down.
I'm going to cast sleep basically on, Mark's character.
On his character?
Well, no, centered on his character.
I was going to say, you're going to put him to sleep while he's been sucked dry.
Not now! It's been years!
Okay, roll 5d8, please. Slash die 5d8.
The lost when that big mosquito's on the back of Will Ferrell. Bigger and bigger.
Okay.
He falls over asleep and watches it.
Grumbar weaves his hands in the air, uttering the magical incantations. And suddenly, all of the... Four of them still hanging from Udrath's body as they fall not lifeless, but asleep.
Oh,
Have you ticked your spell slots, everyone who's used a spell?
Are they all asleep?
Yeah.
we'll just finish him off then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hold on then.
Well saved, James. Well saved.
Yep.
Is that it, Neil? I want
Hold
to take
on.
my.
That's it, yeah.
What's your max hit points, Mark?
Yeah, I can take a fire. Be alright, mate.
We need to take a rest, man. I've
39.
lost half mine.
Okay, I'm going to cast a second level.
Okay. Make sure you tick your spells off.
Or I could do if we've got 10 minutes, what does Prayer of Healing do? Yeah, I'll do Prayer of Healing, because that is second level and it gives everybody 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant.
Hold the cleric!
Yeah. We should, what do you need to regen that as well? Do you need a long rest?
There we go.
I would do, yeah, it's a second level spell.
I can't believe we just nearly got.
I don't use the second level spells that much.
Udrath peers down into
Prayer of
the
Healing and lesser restoration.
dress tunnel. The tunnel you're looking down, Udrath, ends in a rock wall which shows signs of being mined.
Okay, we'll go down to the intersection.
Do you want healing?
Yeah. That's
Well, you're gonna have to hug me for this. You need to hug me for this.
We actually
Okay.
physically have to hug you. Oh, right. So,
Yeah, because it's an area. I've got to target you. Oh.
Alright, do your thing, bro. Sorry.
I thought it was just like a metaphysical hug. So, yeah.
Everybody gets healed.
Nice. You've ticked that off, have you, Rich?
Yes, second level spell, yeah.
Awesome.
Takes 10 minutes to cast that, does so.
Okay. Okay, Udrath strides forwards and finds two doors.
Right,
You're going to search for the trap first?
yeah, I'll trap him. I'll trap check.
Yeah, make a perception roll, please.
I'm back.
Let me just check some.
Joris?
Okay, you're pretty certain there's no traps on the door. Again, this door has obviously been built for dwarf kind. It's low and broad.
That was like almost a max heal for everybody. It was one off a max heal.
Oh, no, you got me back, mate. That was pretty. Udrath, do you want to do the?
Hey, right, let's
Be
go
honest.
check it out.
It's pretty safe.
Hold on.
Nice work there.
Who's going in? Is it
Seems as though there's-
Joris strides it out? The door swings open.
I can only speak for the door.
How many more times is he going to do this? Okay.
You do not want to run into a room.
You put your shoulder against the door and force it open. It reveals a dressed room. Splintered stone benches and heaps of rubble form a partially collapsed ceiling fill the room. Amidst the ruined stone bunks and toppled weapon racks are the bones of several dwarves and orcs.
Oh, that's great. Oh, the door.
Hi, the bar.
Right. Okay, 1 second, please.
Joris.
Cancel it, cancel the move, cancel the move, cancel the
Oh, cleric, turn undead.
Jesus.
Yeah,
We've got to be so careful down here, man.
Okay,
Whoa.
you'll learn.
Yeah, I can turn all these.
As Udrath steps into the room, several of the bones move towards each other and form together and stand up, picking up rusted weapons from the floor. As several skeletons.
Try and talk him around.
Excellent. Oh my god, there's loads of them.
Skeletons. Yeah, there's 9.
I think I can turn most of those guys.
You can turn them.
Yeah, I'm a priest, mate.
Oh, come on,
Fucking
they
do it, dude.
fight for
Channel
us.
divinity, turn undead, 30-foot wisdom save once per short. Long rest.
Beautiful.
Get a motion.
Imagine that. Rocking around here with our little private skeleton army.
Right, can we have initiatives, please?
Okay, character. Me.
I need a good one for
I got a shit one. Combat Josh.
I got you.
Excuse me.
Them skeletons gone fast.
Okay. Everybody rolled? Yeah.
I got an echo.
I say, these guys
What's
are
the move on these 30 feet?
could need a bit of food.
There's some meat on the bones.
I'm not healing you again.
It strides forwards with purpose towards Joris.
I think I should hold the lance of Joris and go first.
I didn't
And
actually
swings its rusty sword at you.
deliberately didn't want to go into the
Yeah.
One day you'll learn not to stride into rooms.
I didn't. I honestly, I'm pretty sure
That,
I
that,
didn't
was
do
my,
that.
that was my fault. I clicked
Why hasn't
character
that-
instead of a draft, sorry.
See, so that mean you can't do that, can you?
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, well.
Switch me out for Chris.
I was going to say I didn't move him in there, but it's cool.
That wasn't
Well,
Chris that did that.
It's too late now, but next time.
It's fine, mate.
Oh, last year.
Okay, so wrong, so
Hold
wrong.
on. Why didn't that?
It's too
He
late
wants me
now.
dead. He wants me dead. It's fine.
Hold on. Why? No, hold on. It's I'm supposed to have Joris targeted, but it's not doing it.
I want it automatically missed, so tough shit.
It's because Fantasy Grounds has a sense of decency.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna.
To re-roll.
No, I was just trying to fix the thing because it wasn't working properly. But I'm gonna. I won't count that roll. Okay, so it strides forwards, and its bones clattering together as it strides forwards, and it swings its blade at you. But its magic hasn't quite fully formed it together yet, and it kind of stumbles and misses. Skeleton 4 rises from the ground right next to Udrath. Where is Udrath?
Do not worry, Joris.
It grins at Udrath because it can't do anything else and stabs at him with a short sword.
I think they've got like defenses
But misses.
versus. Is it just pierce or maybe slashing as well, isn't it?
Or skeletons.
Yeah, you got to bludgeon them to death.
Oh well, I'm shit then because I'm only good with arrows.
Yeah.
I carry a two-handed hammer because it's effective against most shit.
Hold on, there's skeleton 9. Can't see
In
it.
fact, the more armor you're wearing, the worse it is.
On top of oozes.
What about
There it
flame?
is.
Does flame work quite well against skeletons?
I'm just going to turn them, mate. I thought,
Oh yeah, of course.
Does it turn them just make them run away?
Strides
No,
towards Udrath. The sight of a dwarf once more in these halls has obviously stirred something in its heart.